Hello students, as we have done the first part of this poem in the first video, an elementary school classroom in a slum. As you know that this is the poet's effort to make the human being aware about the pathetic and the miserable condition of those people who are living, or those children who are living in the slum area, in the dirty surroundings, who are facing a lot of problems for even getting the basic amenities of the life. And here the poet wants to disclose or want to display this pathetic condition, the miserable condition of those children who are studying in an elementary school in a slum area. So Stephen Spender has beautifully portrayed the picture of that school and the picture of those children who are in need, who are leading a life of miserable condition or under utter poverty. So we have completed this poem up to here, up to the first stanza. And in the first stanza, as Stephen Spender displayed or portrayed the pathetic or the miserable condition, physical condition and the mental condition of those children who are studying in that school which is located in that slum area. Okay, students. So as he had told us that these students are far from the gusty waves, far from the bounties of the nature, and these children are getting only the diseases from their forefathers and the fathers' inheritance. And these students always in the need to get food, and they are searching for the food, and they are so weak, so thin, just like the paper, and there is no any hope and the brightness in their eyes for their future. And they are so unnoticed, and they are reciting, as they are reciting the lesson from their desk, it seems that they are reciting the story of the diseases which they get from their fathers or the forefathers' inheritance. And not even all the students are same, but even one student was also sitting in the classroom who has dream in his life, who has a bright future, who is just looking for the bright future. And he was lost in his own ideas, in his own games, in his own dreams. Okay, now let's come to the second stanza, beta. Second stanza, this is the second stanza. And you can see here that on shore green walls. Here in the second stanza, Stephen Spender, poet, wants to portray the picture of the school, the infrastructure of the school. Okay, infrastructure, how the walls are there, what is the condition of the room, and is it lighted properly, as the sitting arrangement is proper for the students there. So now he is telling us the condition of the room in which those students are sitting. On shore cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head. Because the walls of this school has become so sore. Sore means sore, creamy walls has become, means their painted color has been faded, withered. And donation, and these walls has been painted at one time by giving the charity by the rich people or by the donation. And due to that donation, the school authorities had made some arrangement for the school, like they painted the walls, they painted the school building, and Shakespeare head, and one hanging picture is also there, or you can say bust. Bust is the picture up to the chest, bust, bust. And Shakespeare's bust, head means head and the face, and up to the chest. Okay, so one picture is also hanging there of Shakespeare. And as you know that Shakespeare is the literary genius of the literary world. So one picture is also, one bust is also hanging there on the wall, and that picture was of Shakespeare, the literary genius. And the cloudless at the dawn, and behind Shakespeare's head there is the picture of the city. And it was the dawn time, you know, that early morning. So it was the early morning picture, and the sky was completely cloudless. It means no any problem. Cloudless means everything is clear, everything is bright. And civilized dome. Civilized means very civilized, very beautiful. Dome means high rising buildings. high rising buildings, because he is giving here the picture of those beautiful cities which are decorated, which are established, which are developed fully, and they have the beautiful and the high riding domes or the buildings. Domes means the circular type of structure. Okay, structure like as you can see in the mosque. So the poet is giving here that the Shakespeare's picture is hanging there, and behind Shakespeare picture where there you can see that the cloudless, it was the dawn time, it was the early morning time, and the sky was quite clear, means without its too brightness there, and civilized dome riding all the cities, and in the cities high and beautiful building has been shown there, and belled flowery, and it seems that there is the sound of bells, means very beautiful and the pleasant sound, and the flowery Tyrolese Valley. And one more picture which is displayed, the Tyrolese Valley. Tyrolese Valley is famous for the different kinds of flowers. It's very beautiful valley. So means here poet wants to give a picture of the beautiful and the luxurious world. From this world, these children are far away. They have no connection with this world, which is very civilized. The city in which high and the beautiful buildings are there, the world in which Shakespeare-like genius are present, and the world which is very clear and the brightness is there, and the morning time is very positive, and bell sound, it means the sound, music sound there, and the flowers are there, and the Tyrolese Valley where the different kinds of flowers making the world more beautiful, and open-handed map. And one more map was hanging, one map was hanging on the wall, and it was the map of open-handed map, means it is hanging on the, it's not like the globe, or it's an open-handed map which can be hung on the wall. And this map awarding the world, this map is telling us about the world, its world only, which world which has everything. This map is giving us the map or the picture of that world which have everything. Means this map is telling us the world which is really its world, means it has everything: civilized dome, cloudless dawn, belled, flowery, Tyrolese Valley. So this map which is hanging there, this map belongs to those people who have everything. And yet for these children, so this is a different up to here, in these three lines, this map is totally different from the map of these children, from the world of these children. These windows, for these children, their world is only these windows of this school, of this classroom, not this map. This map which is hanging on the wall, this map is not belonging to these children. These children's map is just these windows of this classroom from where they can see their world. Their world, which world? Means their slum hutments, their homes, narrow and the congested homes which are located in the slum area. So these windows are the map for these children from where they can see their own world, where all their futures painted with a fog. And in that world, their all futures hope. They have no hope, no brightness in their life, but their future has been painted with a fog. With a fog you can see metaphor, poetic device has been used here, because their future has been compared with the fog. No direct comparison, indirect comparison is given. Fog just giving us the sense of where nothing is clear, and in the same way their future is, in their future nothing is clear. No hope, no brightness, no any positive thing in their life. So their map, these children's world is these windows only of this classroom from where they can see their world only, and their world is those hutments which are located in the slum area and where all their futures painted with the fog. and just like the future in these areas, in these congested lanes, in these congested streets where their hutments are located, so their future has been painted with the fog, because they don't have anything clarity about their future. It seems that their future has been painted with the fog where nothing is clear. Hopefully it's clear, students. So now let's move to the next stanza. It's not complete up to here. A narrow street, and which is their world, beta? Their world is a narrow street sealed in with the lead sky. Their street is just congested, sealed, and it is packed. Packed means it closed with a lead sky. So from these windows they can see their street in which they are living, and their street is packed or closed with a lead sky. Lead means it's dark sky, no clarity. Okay, dark sky, it means no clarity, no hope for the future. And the sky means their future. Their future has become means more dark. Nothing is clear. Far from the rivers. Again repetition again used here. And they are far from rivers, caps, and the stars of the words. And again he was saying that their world is far from the rivers, from the caps, mountain caps, and the stars of the words. Stars of the words means the literature. So this infrastructure which was displayed in that room, like a Shakespeare bust and the Tyrolese Valley and the picture of that beautiful city, these things are not belonging. These are nothing for these children. Their world is just that from which they can these windows from which they can see they are narrow and congested lanes in which their hutments had been made, and their hutments, this narrow street has sealed or closed in with the lead sky. There is lead sky only, means no hope for the future. Their sky means their future is dark only, and they are far from the rivers and the caps and the stars of words. Stars of words means the bookish knowledge, like Shakespeare is the literary genius, and he can enlighten the mind of the people by his excellency in the words, excellency in the language. But there is no any benefit for the children from the Shakespeare, from those pictures which are hanging there, which are representing rivers, caps, beautiful pictures of valleys, and of beautiful buildings. So these things are not meant for the children. So these children are very far from all these bounties of nature and the beautiful and the gorgeous things. Okay, students, so let's complete this poem up to here, because it's too long poem. So we will complete this poem in the next video. Okay, hopefully it's clear, beta. Good luck.